Yo, I've really done like a Glock tutorial, so here's how to make beats like I think his name is Al Chapo for Glock, like the little harder beats that he be hopping on. I play the full beat before I break it down, and then I'll go through each sound and my process behind everything, and yeah. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it for this beat. It's really like simple, but yeah. So the first sound I went into Gladiator and I got this pad called 1000 saw 2 XMF, whatever the fuck. I need to stop I need to stop cussing for monetization whenever I get it, but um this is what I laid down. Originally I had these chords like this, but the preset has a lot of release on it, so it plays like after the notes are ended, so I just left it like this. Then second sound in Gladiator is another pad, that one. And this is what I laid down. And going from one note, like having a one note difference gives like a darker feel to chords. I don't really know how to explain it. Um, Third sound I went into Dune and got this sound, and I again layered it over. Oh shit! And the mix on all of this is just EQ cutting out the low and then a reverb that I might either like turn off like I have right here, or put it low or high, however I need, like however I feel need be. But it's nothing too crazy. The master has a fresh air with these settings. Soft clipper like this where I turn it all the way up and then turn it down in the actual mixer like that. Um, a limiter that I turn the gain down on a little bit and a compressor that I turn down a lot and I put it on like one of the presets. So that's that. And then I mix the 808, but I'll show you that later. So third sound I wanted to do and grab this arc. Boom. Um then I grabbed this key and I laid this down. And like the Glock beats have a lot of like keys like that, like darker synths, just darker melodies in general with harder drums. So I decided to lay that down. This third sound or this third Dune sound looks like a pad. Um and I laid this down. It's some I think it might be a synth actually, but laid this down pretty high up. It's just an arpeggiator. The reason I have these chords like this is because, or not chords, but these notes like shortened is because when you play them higher, it fucks up the, like, it sounds weird, it's out of key. But it's just like, it's just a little arpeggiator that I have for the top, like for the high end of the beat. Then I grabbed this out of, out of Dune, whatever this is. I think it's like a synth, or no, this is the key. So That's what I laid down. And then for the last time on the melody, it is this, and I laid this down. Okay, so that's the full melody. I'm in a slower BPM. In my standards, 132 is kind of slow. So yeah, that's that. I'll play the so to like kind of break down everything, or like to summarize everything up, just these notes with one like or these chords with one in between them, layering them to find some good like darker sounds that fit well, and then just adding on like sounds that sound well on top of the melody, because this just sounds good like on top of this sound just copies over these chords, and this sound again it just sounds well with the whole melody. And then of course same thing with this last song. Again, staying in the same kind of note range, like not going too far out, not doing anything too crazy, so it shouldn't be that hard. I'll play the full, like all the drums, and then break them down. I am so tired. Oh my god. So the 808, I just kind of like copied over the notes from the top of this and from the bottom too. I don't know why I said top, but I went up, then back down, and then just finished it up. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. And like my 808 hits hard. I know a lot of producers like struggle with having their 808s hit on speakers. So I went in and I turned up the bass, this right here, and turned the sub down a little bit. And then I showed my master off earlier, because a lot of what's distorting your beats and not letting it play on speakers is like having the sub up high and not putting your bass up enough to like actually hit the 808, like hear the 808 hit. Then everything else after that was just kind of like me just doing shit with the drums. Like this isn't a normal clap or like snare, but like pattern, but it just works out. And I really was just going like based off the 808. Then I added a open hat that plays like every 8 beats. Then this open hat that comes in. Counter snare that plays kind of with this open hat. And lastly, the hi-hat, I kind of just corresponded it with like sounding well with the snare. So yeah, that's pretty much the full beat. I don't know why I recorded this while I was so tired, like dozing off, but yeah, man, pretty easy. It's not nothing too crazy, like as long as you can layer your sounds well and add things on well and then do drums, which it's really not that hard. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing them daily. This shit is like horrible. Um, suggest beats, please, if you're here. It's like suggest beats for me to do to break down like different genres and types. But other than that, that's it. Yeah, I'll catch y'all.